Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica and I work as a humanitarian aid provider for some of the most impoverished and oppressed people in the world. Hundreds of millions of people, just like you and I, are living without access to clean drinking water, adequate food, or income to support their families. One child dies every 5 seconds due to hunger-related issues. More than 1 million children worldwide will be trafficked this year alone. Impoverished individuals are at a much higher risk of being trafficked, and as the video below explains, women and children are being lured by traffickers with the promise of high-paying, low-skilled jobs. And many are even sold from their families. Or marriage proposals are another way that traffickers are luring these women in. Sex trafficking is the third most profitable business, right after drugs and arms dealing, and it's quickly becoming the first. People are starting to realize that you can sell a drug once, you can sell a weapon once, but you can sell a human hundreds, thousands of times. We are at the all-time highest of slavery ever in human history. There are more people in slavery today than at any other time. I know that these statistics can be paralyzing. I definitely understand that the feeling of what can we do about it, and I can totally relate to out of sight, out of mind, but for me, doing nothing is not an option. I can't ignore the cries of these people, and I think about Isaiah 58. As a Christian, God calls us to set the oppressed free, to share our food with the hungry, to clothe the naked, and just as a human, just to look at these individuals and know that they are somebody's mother, child, sister. That's why I joined staff with Global Hope Network International. GHNI is a Swiss-based humanitarian aid provider that is helping people in need get access to clean water, food, education, wellness, income, and just all-around safety and health. A few blogs down from here, you'll see a awesome short documentary on some of the work that we're doing in one of these villages that we work in Africa. And also you can check out our website, which is www.GHNI.org, and find out a little bit more about how we go about bringing self-sustainable development to these poor villages, and also see more videos. But, another video I just want to draw your attention to is the one about the children being trafficked, and just you see these faces and you see these lives, and it just breaks your heart that this is reality. And I am incredibly blessed to have a job that I can focus full time on being the change that I wish to see in the world. But honestly, I couldn't do this work if it wasn't for people teaming with me financially. GHNI is a not-for-profit organization with no central funds. We use the most amount of every dollar to go straight to the field, so we don't have money coming in to provide salaries for our employees. So what we do is we ask every staff and every volunteer to raise the money to help with their positions. And for me, it's going to require a lot of traveling, and it's also going to require living in Europe. And so it's through the support of people like you that I can focus all of my attention on fighting poverty and human trafficking. Just as soon as my support's raised, I'll be able to move to Geneva, Switzerland, and begin learning the ins and outs of the trafficking industry so that I can help the villages that GHNI is serving in from being affected by the horrible realities of trafficking, as well as help them escape poverty. Knowledge transfer, local resources, community, and local ownership are the tools that GHNI uses to eradicate poverty, and we're at the beginning stages of discovering how these same methods can be used to fight slavery. Like I mentioned, however, I cannot do this alone, and I wouldn't even want to do this alone. I want to invite people to join with me. So I want to ask, would you consider joining my team of supporters? I need 35 people to donate $20 a month for me to be able to do the work that I do full time. As Mother Teresa says, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. We're not going to be able to help every single victim, but we can't let that stop us from doing the little that we can. And so I ask you, would you partner with me If you want to be a part of my support team, please click the Pledge to Donate button on your right-hand side, or the one below. It's I think just one blog post down from this, and I'll follow up with you, introduce myself, and share how you can start your giving, as well as other ways that you can be involved. Also, if you could please share this blog, this link with everybody that you know, that would be a huge help. I can't thank you enough for taking the time, for allowing me to share my heart with you, and I look so forward to hearing from you. Again, thank you, and have a blessed day.